Heute im Energy Startalk, Demi Lovato. Welcome to Germany.
Thank you so much.
How's your day so far?
My day's been pretty good, thank you.
Yeah, is it that you every day you have to wake up very early to promote your album, to fly to the next step?
Well, when you are releasing an album, you definitely have to, do whatever you can to get it out there so people can hear it. And so that's what I've been doing. So over the past few weeks, yes, I've been waking up pretty early and flying to many different places.
And this is your new album. It's called Demi, #1 in 50 countries. It's your 4th album. So how does it feel? #1 in 50 countries.
It feels pretty amazing. I worked really hard, and yeah, the day that it came out, it went #1 in 50 countries on iTunes, and I just couldn't believe it. So I think that's one of my biggest accomplishments, and I'm really proud of it.
So when you read that 50 countries, what is the first thing you do?
Honestly, I didn't really do anything. I think I just I didn't look at the numbers. People told me, but if I look at the numbers, I get really competitive and obsessed. So I just have to step away from it and realize that it's not about that, and I'm glad I released the album either way, whatever happens.
So you didn't order champagne?
No.
What is your favorite single on this album? Do you have a favorite single? All your babies, I guess.
My favorite single is, I think, well, right now it's Heart Attack because I haven't released any other singles. But I have a few favorites on the album. I Really Don't Care with Cher Lloyd and Nightingale.
And Heart Attack, you already said it, is single #1. So what is it about?
Heart Attack, it's a song about being afraid to fall in love. It's kind of like the opposite of Give Your Heart a Break, where in Give Your Heart a Break, I was trying to convince someone to fall in love with me. And now in this one, it's oh gosh, I don't know what to do because I'm finally falling for somebody and I'm used to playing games and manipulating guys and I don't know what to do. I'm falling in love. I'm terrified.
So is it all private lyrics? So is everything true, what you wrote?
Everything's true. I don't like to sing songs that I don't relate to at all. So everything I sang on this album and everything that I wrote, it's definitely from personal experiences.
And you worked for this album with a lot of very cool persons, like for example, one of all those persons is Ryan Tedder from One Republic.
Yes.
So how came that?
Ryan Tedder and I actually go way back, and we worked together on the last album. On a song called Who's That Boy? And so when it was time for this album, I heard a song or an idea, and I went into the studio with him and we finished the song, and it turned out to be awesome, and I was so excited. So that's basically that.
So when we Google your name, for example, like pictures on Google, we always see you with just famous people, like Hollywood people. So is it that this is your real life, that just with famous, important people?
I mean, I've hung out with, I guess, other celebrities, but that's not really my life. I hang out with my best friend, my 2 best friends who aren't celebrities, and one is on a Disney show, and his name's Matthew. But I don't really hang out with celebrities on purpose by any means. If I'm friends with them, then great, and if I'm not, then oh well, I don't care.
For us in Germany, it's pretty hard to get, because when you're a star in Germany, yeah, you are a star in Germany. When you're a star in America, it's so big, it's so huge, everyone in the whole world knows you, and there are so many celebrities, and everything is so much bigger than here in Germany. So can you still go out without being recognized?
Not really. It's hard to go out and not be recognized, which is frustrating at times because I like to live my private life in private. But I put out my music for everyone in the world to hear, so I'm thankful for the people that support me. But yeah, I don't go to places that, I avoid public places, and I'm a kind of a homebody, so I like to stay in as much as possible.
So what about acting? You're an actress as well. So did you now stop acting? And is it always, okay, now just music and then acting and then again a new album?
I always like to focus on one thing at a time, but you never know. I love acting as well, and I think at one point in my life, I'll probably come back to acting. I'm just waiting for that right role. And it's all in God's will. Like, if it happens, it happens. And if it doesn't, then it's not meant to be at that moment in my life.
What's the next step with this album? Are you going on a big tour?
My next step with this album is to release singles and promote those, but unfortunately I don't have enough time to go on tour this year, so I'll be going straight into X Factor. So yeah, that's going to be, and I have to get my tonsils out, so the recovery on that's like a little bit of time that I would have been touring with, but maybe next year.
Wow, when do you go on holiday? Acting, music, X Factor?
Yeah, I try to like squeeze in time, maybe once or twice a year, to go to the beach and just relax and get away.
And after a big tour, a promotion tour or a real tour, what is the first thing you do after coming home?
First thing that I do after coming home is seeing my family and my friends, definitely.
Chilling.
My loved ones, yes.
I've got some short questions for you. Is there one song in the whole world you wished you had written?
Had written? Call Me Maybe.
Really?
Because it's a huge song. Yeah, that would have been nice.
With millions of videos on YouTube.
Yes, that would have been really nice.
One song you can't stand.
One song that I can't stand. Gangnam Style. I just can't. It's like nails on a chalkboard. But kudos to that guy. He's killing it.
The biggest show you ever had?
Biggest show that I ever had. I recently did the Houston Rodeo, and I think there was like about 80,000 people there.
The coolest person you ever met?
Coolest person I ever met. I don't know. I'm gonna go with my little sister.
Yeah?
Yeah, she's dope.
And why?
Because she's so much more mature than your average 11-year-old. And she's funny, she's talented, and I love her so much.
Do you have an embarrassing nickname your mom or a boyfriend or anyone gave you?
No, not really. No, not any embarrassing names, no.
What was the first big thing you bought with your self-earned money?
My first big thing, I bought an iPhone, and that was my first thing that I spent my money on. And I was so excited. I waited in line at the Apple Store overnight.
Yeah, you did?
Yes. And it was before anything had come out, so nobody recognized me, nobody knew who I was, and it just was such an awesome experience.
I imagine now you would do the same for the next iPhone.
No, no.
Too many cameras. How important is fashion for you?
Fashion for me is definitely really important. It's something that I'm really starting to enjoy. I've always liked fashion. I've always been into clothes and shoes and handbags and whatnot. But recently I've really just gotten into it with different designers, and I'm kind of obsessed now.
Do you have a favorite piece?
Not a favorite piece. I just got these pair of Lanvin sneakers, and I've kind of been obsessed with them since I got them, so I'm trying to like break them in and wear them as much as possible. But my favorite designer, I think, is Alexander McQueen.
Okay. So with how many bags are you traveling?
I have 3 suitcases.
Well, that's okay. I thought more.
No, but they're like all overweight, so
So you have to pay at the airport.
yeah, or move stuff around.
Okay, and now imagine the whole world is listening to you, but just for a few seconds. What would you say?
I would say that no matter who you are, you can make a difference in other people's lives. So use your voice and your personal experiences for good, and do something that your future self will thank you for. Be happy and love everybody.
Demi Lovato, thank you very much.
Thank you.